Not a lot of names in the world can awaken a primal rage within me. Who am I kidding? I have a list of complaints for like half the population. But one name I did not expect to be on this list is Jojo Siwa. When I first heard Jojo Siwa, she was the cutesy girly girl with the huge bows and sang the songs. I never really cared about Jojo Siwa because the first time I heard of her was when she started becoming a staple star for Nickelodeon. But by the time she was on shows, I'd already stopped watching Nickelodeon because I saw the shows on there as baby shows, and you see, I was too old for them. Nowadays, I watch SpongeBob and The Amazing World of Gumball almost daily. Point being, I really didn't have a strong opinion on JoJo Siwa one way or the other, and never was going to look into what kind of a person she was. That was until she released this shitstorm. Bro, this song fucking sucks, and I don't get how anyone would enjoy it. At most, the tune is catchy, but the lyrics fucking suck.
Come as a bitch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, you would never mess around.
The whole story of the song seems to be JoJo cheated on her girlfriend left her and found someone better, which makes JoJo jealous. You fucking cheated on her in the first place! In the song, she said it was just for fun and it didn't mean anything, but that just makes it worse. When the song first came out, there was a short controversy around it because apparently it was a song written by Miley Cyrus and Britt Smith originally, but the company or whoever made the songs also makes songs for JoJo, so they reused that one since it was never released. Many people thought that JoJo just stole the song, but it was quickly resolved when Britt Smith told everyone that JoJo didn't steal it. Something that's funny though is that on iTunes, Britt Smith's version of Karma is like number 8, meanwhile Jojo Siwa's version is nowhere near the top. Though it is interesting that JoJo says the song is very special to her as it's her transition to her new style, yet it's one that she didn't even write herself. I know that most artists don't write their own songs, but you'd think that if this song was supposed to be like the most important thing about you right now, that it was going to lead you into this new era of being an adult, you'd make sure it's an original song and not a recycled one from like a decade ago. And these lyrics don't even apply to JoJo. Like the first line is, "I was a bad girl. I did some bad things." Like, no, the fuck you didn't. You were a Nickelodeon child star, and you're on Dance Moms. What did you do that was so bad? Oh, I know what she did that was so bad. It was her abusing XOMG Pop. That's what it was. Okay, now I understand. And then she also talks about like how, like I said, like the entire premise of the song is that she cheated on her girlfriend. Yet I don't think that's a thing JoJo has ever done. I tried looking up like any information I could find about JoJo cheating on any kind of partner she had, but like I couldn't find anything. But like this also like made me realize like this song it's about her being a bad girl, but like there's a difference between being a bad girl and just being a bad person. Cheating is not a bad girl thing. That's just a bad person thing to do. If you want to try to play off that like you're a bad girl, then why don't you do something actual bad girls would do, like I don't know, smoke weed or fucking start off by cursing, you know. The choreography in this music video is fucking wild. And it's not the dance moves themselves that's bad. It's an okay dance, but it's just JoJo. Everything wrong with this is JoJo. Like I said earlier, Britt Smith's version of Karma is like number 8 because the singing is good, but it's all the entire issue is just JoJo. I've seen so many people online like mention that like everything about the song is okay. It's an okay song. The dancing can be okay, but the person that JoJo is just she has to be like number 1 at everything. She needs to like go over the top. And it's insane. Like JoJo can't help but make anything she does over the top. She's just whipping her body parts around. In this video, there's other people dancing in the background, and they look so much better. But your eyes are just drawn to JoJo because she's like fucking like flopping around like a fish out of water. When you dance, you can't just do that. Dancing is about having control, and this, I just don't know what the fuck this is. And it's not just the dancing; it's the humping. I feel like I shouldn't show this in my video. Like, I have the urge to censor this. Why did you have to hump this poor woman on Bikini Atoll? This whole song and music video is supposed to be JoJo transitioning into adulthood and how she sees herself as a bad girl. Yet, in several interviews, she admits that she didn't want to say bitch, and instead of saying fucked around in the song, she decides to say effed around. Which, in the original Britt Smith version, she says messed around, but then JoJo decided to change it to effed around. Like, why? if I when I first heard this, I thought like the original song said "fucked around," but no, it's just messed around. Which JoJo changing that single lyric makes zero sense, to be honest. And while I'm talking about it, Britt Smith's version like actually sounds better because like she actually sounds guilty. Meanwhile, JoJo sounds like she's proud that she cheated on this person, and like it's insane that like the difference that can be because like it's pretty much the same song, like it's the same lyrics, it has like a similar tune to it, but and like I said at the beginning, like the only issue is JoJo because like her tone while singing makes her sound like she's proud of cheating, that like she's glad that she did it. Meanwhile, when Britt Smith was singing, like her voice indicated like that she actually felt some kind of remorse for doing what she did. Also, if this is what adulthood looks like to JoJo, then I don't think she should be growing up right now. This song's supposed to be her gateway into a new genre of music that she's calling Gaypop. And this is where I get my primal rage from.
This is where the fun begins.
Karma's not the only thing that's a bitch, because Jojo Siwa sure as hell is one egotistical little fuck. She went on a show and talked about how she wants to invent a new genre called gay pop, acting like she's the first gay artist out there.
Columbia, I said, I want to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop. And they were like, what's that? And I was like, it's like K-pop, right? But it's gay pop.
You don't need a fucking genre called gay pop. Just make music about how you like pussy and leave it at that. Dude, not even the gays are against her on this. Like I've seen so many like TikToks and shit of people like just fucking dogging on Jojo Siwa because she's not the first gay fucking artist out there. I can name so many other artists that are gay that I've listened to that are so much better than her. Does anyone else think that's kind of weird, like her obsession with all these pedophiles? Like, you've got Colleen Ballinger, who JoJo openly defended when she was sending like pics of herself to minors and like telling minors to like show her their junk and whatever.
I was 12 when I met her.
And
She's always been nothing but kind to me. Her family, nothing but kind to me. I think it's really... This is the first time that I've talked about this, so I just want to make sure I say my exact piece that I want to say. The internet can take a lie and run so far with it, so far that it's to the point where you just can't do anything about it. I know Colleen very, very, very well, and I think the work that Colleen has done for the internet is incredible. I think her creativity is incredible. Miranda sings.
And she also invited her and James Charles. I think I saw she invited Shane Dawson to Karma's debut party, but I can't be too sure about Shane Dawson. But I definitely know for sure James Charles and Colleen Ballinger were there, which is fucking wild. Like she's fucking jumps through loops to make sure that she defends these pedophiles. But like, on one hand, I'm like gotta say like, go you. Like in a world where most people will cut off all contact with people that do the slightest thing wrong, at least she's sticking to her friends, but like this is like hard to defend them from. Dude, every interview she's in, it fucking pisses me off. Like writing the script for this video was infuriating, and I had to like rewrite it so many times because there's so many different things I had to say that it ended up becoming just a jumbled mess of every like complaint I had about her. Like, look at this.
Like it or not, what's been in your head the last 3 days?
I was a bad girl. I did some bad things.
Dogs by Pink Floyd. It's a great song that uses wild dogs as a metaphor for greedy businessmen who treat the world and everyone on it like toys. The ego you must have to be like, this is everyone's guilty pleasure. Like, no, it's not. You're fucking delusional. I get it. Stand by your work and have pride in what you do, but don't have this much pride in it.
Some of the most respected people in the world have come up to me and been like, what you're doing right now is so right. It is so right. It is what the world needs.
Who the fuck in this world that's respected is telling you what you're doing is right? Has Joe Biden woken up from his nap and AOL'd you personally? Did Jesus Christ come down to Earth to fist bump you? Did Kim Jong-un fly directly to your house to let you know that he's not going to nuke you? Did fucking Putin and the president of Ukraine cease fire to let you know that your song is fire? Like, who has told you this but yourself?
No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but someone's got to do it.
Bro, this clip brings me to like the peak of my anger. Like, I feel like one of those like nerdy anime obsessed kids about to go like Super Saiyan with this rage. Like, I can't with her. If I ever see this bitch on the side of the streets, like, I'm gonna need someone to hold me back, or else I might just lunge at her and attack her because she is so fucking self-centered and delusional. Like, I'm the first in the generation. Shut the fuck up. You're not the first. Miley Cyrus is the first to do this whole going insane while growing up phase before you. So get humbled, all right? And to go on the I'm the first in the generation is very scary, but someone has to do it. It's like, okay, don't be that someone.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're over here talking about your switch in music genre like it's similar to Ghetto changing sides in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not that deep, bro. You went from singing about bows and girly teen stuff to singing about pussy.
Another thing that she said that brought me to my fucking limit was when people were talking about her stealing karma from Britt Smith. Jojo said she didn't know who Britt Smith was, so someone started explaining to her how popular her song had become thanks to, Jojo. You know how she responded? She said, "It can't be that popular if I never heard of it."
Oh, I swear to God, if I had my Grimbly gun on me right now!
Denying the importance of someone's work, especially when it's one that you took for yourself, is crazy, and it makes it so much harder to feel bad for JoJo when she inevitably crashes and burns. During the same interview, she said something along the lines of, "I can't steal a song from someone. There's no such thing as stealing." Like, alright, let's hear you say that when I go to your house and fucking steal that Jojo Siwa car that you have for some reason.
Jojo Siwa bullying us over here.
Who's Jojo Siwa? Fucking bitch.
She has the personality of Kanye West, but doesn't have any of the charm or talent to back it up. When I first listened to Kanye, I thought of him as the same way I'm thinking of JoJo right now. He was an egotistical bastard who I didn't like, but he made some goddamn good music, so I just don't care anymore. Oh, you're gonna tell the world that you like Hitler? Cool. I'll be right here listening to Heartless. This next part really doesn't have anything to do with karma, but remember when Jojo Siwa, the famous lesbian, tried faking being pregnant? Must have been a bone marrow baby, and her body just reabsorbed it, and that's why she hasn't given birth yet. But, like, it's crazy that she would even try to fake that, which just goes to show, like, she always wants to be in the spotlight. Like, if she just, like, starts falling out of relevancy, she will do something just so people can start talking about her again. She also was at Disney World lately, drunk as shit while celebrating her 21st birthday, and, like, she uploaded a TikTok afterwards saying that she got punched in the face and then, like, showed off how much alcohol she did, which is kind of just, like, I don't know what she was getting at that. Like, it doesn't look cool or anything. Like, I'm a big, like, anti-alcohol person, so maybe that's why I don't find it, like, interesting, but just seeing her, like, show off, like, all this alcohol she's been drinking and how drunk she is, it just makes her seem more like a loser than anything else. Now, obviously, in the background of the video, she's playing Karma, and in the caption, she has written Stream Karma. She's making this entire fucking song her personality, which is just going to make it even worse when the song fails, and she's going to fail, too.
The clearly wasted pop star tried to start a sing-along to her newly released song Karma, but no one knew the words.
I should have known better. I had a wish I would have never acted around. Yeah, we know it. Here, let's try this one. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not cheat. Thou shalt not get caught, or you'll end up just like me.
But you know what? There is one thing that came from this. After doing all this research, I gotta admit, Jojo Siwa, you inspired me. Gaypop, it could be a thing. So I'm here to introduce my own style. It's called gay rap. Take a listen. Yeah.
Basic bitches.
I be coming in my homie's ass the way I like to come on grass. But don't bother to ask why I come in grass. Just know that I'll come in his ass because I like to come on grass.